Good morning, guys. Off to another job. First time hauling machine with the truck since we had the issue the other day with low fuel pressure. Changed the filters, topped up the fuel, put some additive, everything seems fine. Let's fire this thing up, see how she does. Oh yeah, she's starting good now. She's starting good now, boys. Alright, let this thing warm up for a couple minutes. Take a little walk around here, do a pre-trip. No mulcher. I cannot remember the last time I hauled this load and didn't have a mulcher on the front or a bucket on the front. But all we need today is the bucket. Alright, so we are loaded and ready to go. Did my little pre-trip. Everything seems a-okay. Perfect, actually. So let's hit the road and I'll tell you guys what I am up to today. Alright, boys, we are off. Here is the test. So far, so good. Obviously, we just pulled into my driveway, but hey, we're moving and we're not losing power. We're not flashing engine lights. Everything seems perfect. So what are we up to today? I got a call the other day that Cell Tower Road, actually not too far from here, which is nice. It's only about a 25-minute drive, 30-minute drive. That the road is starting to wash out. We had a lot of rain last week, and I can tell you that we had a lot of rain because I took some stuff back to my camp yesterday. I don't think I've ever seen the water that high. It was across the road in a couple spots. But this one site we've had issues with the last few years, the last 3 or 4 years, this time of year. Once the road washed out, basically completely, and we fixed it up. We put a new culvert in there, and then last year it washed out a tiny little bit, and we just dumped a load of gravel in there, and we were good to go. And the other day, like I said, I got that phone call, and the road is starting to wash out again. So instead of going back every year and fixing it up, I am going to put another culvert in. So I'm going to add another culvert. So there'll actually be 3 or 4 culverts there now, and that should really handle the water. And I'm using like a 20-inch culvert. So we should be good to go, fellas. We should be good to go once this is put in place. So I've got to, dig it out, lay the culvert in. I've got a load of large clear stone coming, like 5 to 9 inch stone, riprap, surge, whatever you want to call it. That is arriving on site here in a few hours, actually a couple hours. So get on site, get her prepped, get her ready, lay the new pipe in, lay the stone, grade the, look at this guy, look at this, go. I got 30,000 pounds behind me. Lay the new stone, fill in, and then make her look nice. It's gonna be a pretty good day. We won't be tracking around too much. We should be pretty much sitting in the same spot. We shouldn't be fighting with a bunch of soft ground. It should be a good day. Should be a good day. So let's get to site, get this thing unloaded. That is the only thing. There's nowhere really to pull off to get out of the way. So I gotta get this thing unloaded as fast as possible and then get out of the way for vehicles that need to be getting out of their yards and stuff like that. That is the only thing. Alrighty, guys, so here we are. So here's what we got going on. So the road starting to wash out. A lot of the material is down through the woods, even way to hell down there. So like I said, we've got one culvert in right here. That's only a 14-inch culvert. And then we have another culvert right here. That's a 30-inch culvert right there. So that's a nice big one. So you can see where the main flow of water is that comes down from up on this hill, comes down through here in this little brook and catches this big one. Right now there's nothing catching this one at all. There's over there, sorry. There's nothing catching that one whatsoever. So you wouldn't think there's a whole lot of water, but I don't know if something changed up here in the last few years, like someone who has a house up there started to direct their water this way, or someone built a new house and then their ditch comes this way, or what. But you can see the flow of water, like you can see how all this brush and stuff is laid over. The water comes flowing down this hill, and that culvert can't handle it. And then it just comes over top the road and washes this out. So I've got a 20-inch culvert right there. I'm gonna pop that in. My plan is I'm gonna pluck these rocks off the top and set them off the side. And I want to put the culvert here. So I don't think these rocks are that big. So I'm gonna rip those rocks out and I'm gonna put the culvert through there instead of over here. And I'm gonna try to get it down a bit deeper so that it catches the culvert before it gets too high. Boys, the old thumb. Those rocks for putting around the pipe afterwards. Yeah. Needs a couple shots of grease. Dirt back here is because when the truck comes, I can just get them to back up and just dump right in here. So that is the reason why I'm not putting it in front instead of back here. I want all the stone that he's gonna have, I want all that in the actual trench. I got the fence post there. So I'm gonna swing this way. See, we got some rocks here. I don't want to rip that pipe out, so. Set these rocks off to the side. Alright boys, so there she is, ready to rock and roll, ready for the truck to show up. When the truck gets here, I'm going to back them right up to here, get them and dump it right in here basically, and then I'm going to clean up this stuff out of the way. Once I get this hole sort of filled in, I can track over there. I'll clean this stuff up out of the way, and I'll put some rock around each end, and fill this spot in with most of this stuff back here, and just leave enough to put a top coat. Okay boys, so my hydraulic little fix did not hold. I had to go get a new line. I will show you guys the line that I had to replace and what I had to go through to replace it. In the meantime, I had the culvert put in place, and I just told the truck driver, I called him and said, when you get there, just back up and dump your load right next to where the pipe is. And he did, and when he did that, it actually pushed the culvert against the bank and lifted it up. So I had to re-dig this completely. So now we're finally ready to set this thing in place. Nice and deep. We're deeper than what we were before, definitely. It's actually looking pretty good here right now. I will clean this out once I'm able to track over here. But we're good to go. I'm gonna clean that off a little bit too, but I'm gonna get some rock on top of this so it holds it in place. And yeah, we're looking much better. probably would have been done. I would have been done and out of here by now, absolutely. And then the hydraulic line let go. So now I'm just starting to mix some of it together. All the way around the pipe is rock. So now I'll just start filling this in a bit. Alright boys, we are done. New culvert installed. I don't think we'll have any problems here now. We just more than doubled our flow capacity. I'm gonna go down and just grab those few rocks out of there. And yeah, we are set. We are set. And clean that up a little bit just with the shovel. I'm gonna pop a couple rocks around there by hand and just scrape this out a little bit, but that is it, fellas. That's it. Done. We would have been done a few hours ago. So I'll show you what happened. The line that goes to the boom, I'll let go. So the hydraulic line that comes to this cylinder right here, there's a fitting that I don't have in there right now. That there's like a little elbow pressure sort of fitting there, and that's where the friggin' hose broke and sprayed and let go. So I had to replace this hose. And in order to replace that hose is this guy right here. You had to take all these off in order to get at it. But we got her. So basically now I just gotta load the thing on the trailer. We'll head on out of here. Alright guys, loaded on and ready to rock and roll. Got the tracks cleaned off pretty good this time. But yeah, there she is, fellas. There she is. No more washing out down here. I built it up a little bit through here because it will settle a bit. But there we've got our culvert running across. No issues now. She's not gonna wash out now. Fully confident.